Good morning. Today, I am really excited to welcome Dr. Mike Davis, dentist and owner of Arbour Family Dental, to our Network and Action Business community. Mike, welcome to the community.
Ew.
I've known you for a lot of years, and so it's always fun to talk about business whenever I see you. And so I'm excited for some of the things you have coming up next. And I just want to ask you a few questions about your business today, kicking it off with what inspired you to start your business and how has your vision kind of evolved over time?
Well, to be honest, I was going to go to med school and my wife told me, no, I have to become a dentist instead. So that's what initially got me here. But I'm very grateful because I love dentistry. Um, I always knew I wanted to work for myself. I always knew that I needed to have the control and autonomy of my schedule and my time. Um, Here at Arbor Family Dental, we run I would say they're unique hours. We run from 7 a.m. to 2:30 or 3 straight through. And so it's given me that control. Um, but it also, besides control of the schedule, I have complete control over how I do dentistry, how I see patients, how long I need patients. We have lots of patients where the staff will, like, maybe it's a 15-minute procedure, but they schedule me like 45 minutes because I know I'm going to talk forever with the patient because we like to shoot the breeze. So it's
Yeah.
all over doing dentistry how I see fit.
Yeah. Well, and you're at a place in your practice where you've been doing it long enough and your staff has been there long enough that they know everybody knows everybody. So they know, oh, he's going to be chatty with that patient or, so it's helpful. I know as a business owner, you were just talking about some of the advantages, there's a lot of freedom and autonomy that comes with being your own boss and running your own company, but it also comes with some major challenges. And so I want you to share with us maybe one or two of the major challenges you've had to overcome as a business owner.
Sure. When I first started my own business, I did not start it from the ground up. That's pretty rare to do in dentistry these days. I bought an existing practice. Um, I was only out of school for a couple years and I understood dentistry. I had no concept whatsoever about business. Um, so I was introduced to this practice. I got all of their financial statements, profit and loss, all the things that the broker would give you. I hired an attorney. She looked over the contract and everything was fine at surface level, but I had no idea what I was really looking at. And
Yeah.
a lot of those things were very either inflated or wrong. And so that was a major, major, major problem. Like 2 years of digging ourselves out of a hole. And we did, and we learned. Actually, I don't think I would do it any differently in retrospect. Well, I'm sure I would. We were thrown into the fire and forced to learn so many things so quickly that I don't think I ever would have without that opportunity. So I mean,
Yeah.
it worked out okay. So that was one thing. As far as just day to day, I mean, business ownership is hard when you've got staff
Yeah.
all have their own lives and they need things from you. And you know, um, I fell a couple weeks ago and I hurt my shoulder. Not bad, luckily. But I had that thought, like, well, if this was, I've got 9 people who are suddenly unemployed until I'm back. So
Yeah.
a lot of stress um, that can come with those kind of things. But I mean, it's just kind of the name of the game, and it is what it is.
Well, and when I'm listening to what I hear is the weight of the responsibility. And some business owners take that very seriously. When in corporate world, when I had 50 employees, the company I was working for, and I was responsible for revenue. You take it, I think of it in terms of jobs and people, and you take it from a very different level of accountability and responsibility. And I hear that when certain business owners speak. And so that's what I hear you sharing right there is it's like choose your hard.
Yeah.
Being an employee can be hard too. Being a business owner is not for the faint of, yeah.
There's so many cool things that come with being a business owner, and it opens so many possibilities. but it brings a lot of additional work and things that you don't even think about, until you don't even know that what you don't.
But you don't know. Yeah. And an opportunity to learn things about yourself that you maybe didn't already know, even as an adult, right? So let's talk about there's all different ways that people can measure and define success. And beyond just the financials, how do you define success?
Um, Obviously I'm in an industry that has very recurring clients. You
Mhm.
know, I know very quickly if I did not do well because I never see that patient again. I also do know very quickly if I did well because not only do I see that patient, I see their husband and I see their kids and I see their in-laws and I see their grandparent, and so
Mhm.
very easy to tell who um who you're having success with and who you're not. And sometimes I'll go up and I'll randomly think of a patient like I haven't seen them in like 2 years, and I'll go ask the front staff, like, hey, what happened? Like,
Yeah.
oh no, they changed insurance or they moved to Missouri or whatever. And it's like, okay, good. Like I didn't offend them or something.
Yeah, there's a reason. And you bring up a good point, and I have to just point to your what your customers are saying about your practice online. You have a lot of really great reviews online, and it's fun to read through them. And I encourage you and your staff to do that. Read through them
Yeah.
and really look at what people are saying about you and take a moment to just be proud of it, because it really takes something to create that level of consistent customer experience, positive customer experience, and then also to get them to go out and write it to make a review for you and keep coming back, and don't step over it. It's a big thing. It's a huge win, a huge success.
Well, thank you. Um,
So let's talk about what sets Arbor Family Dental apart from other dental offices. What makes you guys different? And we talked about it a little bit.
yeah, I think the biggest thing for us, and I'm going to have to go a little macro just for a quick second. Dentistry is quickly becoming a corporate profession. It's quickly becoming a multi-doc, which is fine. But it's getting away from the mom and pop just because of the cost of the technology, the cost of, all the things that come into doing dentistry. And so all of us for the most part grew up going to dentists where it's like, oh, it's Dr. So and so, and that's who everyone goes to see. And, in our family, and we've seen them forever. And that is quickly going away, where now is, oh, I'm going to go to this dental practice that has 15 providers and I'm going to see one of them. And we definitely are still working that business model of
Mhm.
mom and pop, essentially dental office.
Yeah.
Going back to your last question, another thing of success, in this highly competitive market where people are kind of struggling to, money doesn't go as far. I've kept
Right.
half my entire career, which I think is a testament to the environment we have here. But because of that, and I look at that as a huge success that we have
You
this.
cut out. We didn't catch what you said.
Um, I was just saying we've had the same staff my whole time here. And I look at that as a success marker because they could go lots of places, right? But because of that, I mean, when a patient walks into our office, from the front person knows them by name, and not some artificial know them by name. Like we literally know
Mhm.
them by name. I know them by name. The assistants. I mean, we have so many patients that I'll see them check in at 10 o'clock, and the assistant doesn't come and get me till 10:25 because they spent 25 minutes going through their phones, showing each other pictures of Halloween or their kids or whatever. Like it's a truly different feel,
Mhm.
but you can only get that in a mom and pop kind of shop because we can take the time to do it. And so,
And it's part of your business model. Yeah. Well, we're very excited to have your mom and pop dental office. People will be surprised when they come in and see the view that you have on the north side.
if you,
It's a very nice office. It's a great location, but I love that it is what you say, the same staff, been a client for a long time and super happy to have you a part of our business community and to see kind of what you're up to next. You know, you alluded to your day wraps up, you know, before 3 p.m. So you've got a lot of free time and a lot of really good information to share. So super excited for what you have going on next, Dr. Mike Davis. Thank you for being with us today and thank you for joining our business community.
You.